Should you show vulnerability in your social media posts, or is it a little bit cliche and also sometimes a little bit awkward? Showing vulnerability can be a good way to relate to your audience and show them that you're a real human and not an automated DM machine. But how can you show vulnerability without looking like a weak and vulnerable mess and someone who needs an intervention more than they need a new client? So here's an example of both sides of the coin. A potential client says to you, I really struggle with snacking in the evening. It's making me gain loads of weight and it's so depressing. If you say, yeah, me too, I just can't stop snacking at night. It's really difficult for me. You're showing that you're vulnerable and relatable, but not necessarily a good coach because you're still suffering with that problem. If instead you say, you know what, I know exactly what you mean. If I'm left alone with a tub of Pringles, I will nail the whole lot. So I use the technique called break cues, where I pour some into a bowl and then put the tube back in the cupboard. That way I've satisfied my craving, controlled my behavior, and I've limited my intake. You've now shown you're vulnerable and you have flaws and you're very relatable because you suffer from the same stuff. But in this example, you've shown that you've learned to overcome them, or at least live with them without them ruining your life. One of these are likely to get you new clients, whereas the other option will definitely not. Your ideal client wants to understand that you know their problems, can relate to them, and know what they're going through. They don't want to cry with you together over a problem.